when you've got the G&H Transport Extreme Supercars in the house, you're definitely going to be in for a great race. First one of the season, and literally kicks off the Extreme Festival here this weekend as well. But great to see all the usual contenders are back and looking for a chance now to take the championship away from Ricky Giannacaro. Couple of new names thrown in the mix, couple of new cars coming through the season as well. But right now it looks like all pretty much the same as what we had at the end of the season. Heading into Compendium Insurance Corner, that's turn one here at Swartkops. Just starting to sort themselves out. It's Charles Oranges that leads out in the Aston on his tail. Around the outside, coming through there pretty rapidly, is the little Lotus. And Jabir will certainly have his sights set on that Aston Martin if he can do anything about it. We go on board here with Darren Winterboer. This is a man who's also had an incredible season last season, winning out his class and also winning out the 3-hour up in Zimbabwe. Now under attack, trying to close in on Paul Hill, who leads things out in terms of the BMWs, but that changes up as they go through turn 4. Great move there. Adrian Dalton diving through in the extra shoes BMW and finds a way past. So he is the leading BMW. Under braking, Darren Winterberg closes in on Paul Hill, and that Calix BMW is certainly going to be under threat. And oh, he makes a mistake! Paul Hill just climbs on the light pedal a little bit too quickly, and unfortunately spins out and loops it at the top, right in front of the Zoc crowd. Well, I just gave the commentator's curse to the Lotus, because he pulls into the pit lane. Jabert's out of it. He'll have to get it sorted and hopefully get it ready for race 2. Dion Duplessis starting to make his way up into that BMW battle, and Cash and Nike right on his tail as they head back down through Compendium Insurance Corner. So we've got an Aston Martin out front. A great start from Marcel Angel in the Ferrari, and right on his tail is this battle. 2 BMWs and the KTM Crossbow all fighting for honours here in Class B. Jonathan Dutoy starting to make his way to the front as well in the Trans-Africa Racing 430 Ferrari. And at the back end, a fantastic thing to see. Dale Penny, 90% Tad, 10% Dale, back in the car. And that's after a massive, massive scare with some cancer of the brain. But fantastic to have him back on track. We now go on board with Dion. Open cockpit and hard on the brakes into a very tricky Sassel corner. And he's under big threat. Oh, Delay giving him a little bit of a shove through there. Only Delay once by in the GT1, and he just can't quite get through. But tell you something, Oliver Delay is not holding anything back here, and the Marlboro Crane Hire man is definitely up for the fight. 3 BMWs heading towards turn 1 now. Here they go. Kashnaka looking for a chance. Can he get through? No, he can't. Loses a little bit of ground. Coming past on the Alpha out there, and Dimitar unfortunately not quite up to pace just yet, but that car has definitely got some potential. And it'll be great to see an Alpha in amongst the BMWs as soon as he gets back. Wow! Look at the black lines coming out of that BMW. Dino Scribanti now starting to get into the mix here as well, fighting with Del Penny. 2 of them going at it at the back end, and slowly but surely coming into play is Harman van Putten. Van Putten in that little sports car all the way from Holland. Great to have him in this extreme supercar field. Up the hill they go one more time. Oh, the champ is out. Ricky Giannacaro pulling into pit lane in the G&H Transport BMW, as Charles Oranges just maintains incredible lap times of 1 minute deads for the last 5 laps. He is looking for that 59-second bracket to be broken. Can he get into it? It's going to be very, very hard now that the traffic is becoming a factor. Now as they go across the line and start another lap, this is the battle for 4th place right now. And you can see Adrian Dalton is under massive attack. And oh, using every bit of the track and a bit more there from Darren Winterboer. Winterboer not scared to put the wheels onto the dirty stuff if he needs to. He's going to have to keep his eyes on the rearview mirror, because I think Dion Duplessis is not too far behind them. He's starting to make up some big ground after fighting hard with Oliver Delay for a little while. He's got his eyes set firmly on these 3 BMWs. Nike is the first man in his sights, then he'll be closing down on Winterboer, and then he'll have to find a way through there on Dalton. There you can see the Daltec Batteries Alpha. Lovely to see that car in full flight. And as I said, as it gets better and better, it's definitely going to become a big contender. Carl Stoltz, baptism of fire there, being shown the way in the Mazda by that massive and in very, very quick Aston Martin. As he heads down the hill, he'll be heading to the checkered flag. Marcel Angel in second, and there's the 3rd car. First time we've seen it, the Trans-Africa Racing Ferrari of Jonathan Dutoy. Checkered flag is on standby as they come out of G&H Transport Corner. Across to Henny goes Charles, taking the first victory of the season. And first win in Class A+ as well for Charles Oranges. A+ in second, and second overall, Marcel Angel. Jonathan Dutoy takes 3rd place, and winning out Class B, Dion Duplessis eventually getting through in the Cross Pro. Let's chat to Charles about the first race.
Perfect way to start the season. You know, it's always fun to win. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to more of the big bangers coming. So yeah, it's more than that, you know, car's good, team's happy, and yeah, what a race.
Heading into race number 2, once again a big mention Big welcome back to racing for Del Penny. Has anybody got what it takes to beat that machine? Charles Rangi's in the Stradale Motorsport Aston Martin Vantage. Definitely going to be a hard man to beat this season. And he starts on the front row again with Marcel Angel alongside him. This time it's dry conditions. So we even got better possibilities of that Aston Martin going under the 1 minute bracket. Lights out, we're racing down towards Companion Insurance, and it's Joubert who's back on the hunt, looking for a chance to take out the fellow British car, but unfortunately, the Lotus has already ended up in the kitty litter. What are we doing today, Joubert? Getting it all out of shape again, this time all on his own sim, forced onto the kitty litter, and has he been able to get back on track? It doesn't look like it. The two 370Zs going through there. Great to see those two cars in the house, Johan Hutting and Del Penny. We're on board once again with Darren Winterboer as they head through turn 3. Look at how hard he's working there, just trying to keep it as smooth as he can. Closing down on a very good start from Cash and Nika. Nika caught them both napping, and he's up ahead, as you can see, both of the BMWs of Hill and Winterboer behind him. And right on their tail comes the battle there between Marc du Toit. As you can see, Marc du Toit closing in and looking for a chance to get that Ferrari of his up into this little fight. I was looking to see how far back the extra shoes car was, and Adrian Dalton didn't quite get the start he wanted, that is for sure, as he looks a bit further back than what he'd like to be. Winterboer has taken the lead, and now looking to close down on Dion Duplessis. But how is this? 4 BMWs and that GT1 of Oliver Delay, the Marlboro Crane Hire GT1, absolutely sandwiched between those 4 BMWs. At the front end, Arungi's looking to just keep it smooth. Stay out front and stay out of trouble. Marcel Angel doing the same thing, but this time he's a little bit closer. Look at that! It's nice to see Joubert back on track, but he nearly came right into the clutches there of the battle for what is about 4th place on track. Joubert gets going again, but he's now about 2 laps down. Jonathan du Toit, half line, trying to stay with that 458 up ahead of him. It's not an easy thing to do, particularly when you've got Dion Duplessis hounding you from behind. This KTM Crossbow definitely getting better and better, and Dion Duplessis loving life as he closes down and catches up to the back end of Class A's leader. And you can see, in fact, with the pace that he put into the first race, Dion Duplessis has actually been bumped up into Class A, which is why he's running so well, right on the tailpiece there of Jonathan du Toit. Well, a little sideways there from Marcel Angel, but he won't be too concerned about that. He would have caught that pretty easily. And now looking to just close down on this man. But it's not an easy thing to do to catch that Stradale Motorsport Aston Martin Vantage of Charles Rangi's. TT Club Sport and Autohaus Angel are the sponsors there of that Ferrari, and that 458, really great to see it in full flight. Then we go back to the battle for 5th place. Look at this. Darren Winterboer is trying everything he knows to try and stay ahead. Don't worry about the Lotus, even though it's smoking. Well, I would be concerned if I was Darren Winterboer with a bit of smoke coming out of that Lotus, hopefully not dropping any liquids onto the surface. But you can see no worries at all. He seems to have got the pace back again. Duplessis now going on the attack. Can he find a way through here on Jono? Jono shuts the door. Very smooth driving out of both of these drivers. Awesome to see this throttle. Look at how he's just playing around here with the revs, keeping it well in the revs there, and now trying to close down. Can he go for a dive here, heading into GNH Transport? Oh, du Toit's holding the dummy. He went very early on the inside and just shut the door. And now he'll have to worry about the car behind him as Joubert gets sideways, coming out of GNH Transport corner. They cross the line, another lap completed. 15 lappers here for these guys today. And nothing held back here from Joubert as he tries to just make up the ground he lost earlier on. Duplessis closes right up onto the back bumper there of the Ferrari. You can smell those horsepower coming straight out of those 2 divorce pipes out the back. Look at this. Absolutely amazing stuff, but unfortunately has to give it a little bit away. He knows that Lotus is quicker than him. Maybe he can use the Lotus to his advantage. The Lotus dives on the inside. Joubert looking on the inside of Jonathan du Toit. Oh, du Toit had to come out of it. This could be a chance. Duplessis is going to try and dive on the inside. He's going. Dion Duplessis did everything right there. Perfectly done. Used the faster car to his advantage, and now can he make it stick? Yes, he can. What a move there from Dion Duplessis. Jonathan du Toit didn't have an answer going up the hill. He got bogged ever so slightly there. A bit further back, you can see the battle's continuing here. And it looks like they're getting into the back markers. And oh, as they do that, Dino Scribunti is out of shape. Scribunti ends up in the kitty litter as Charles Rangi's heads towards the flag. Absolutely perfectly done from Charles Rangi's. Once again moving into the front end. Not quite getting under that 1 minute bracket just yet, but certainly in with a shot of it the next time we head to Swartkops. A great day's racing there from Charles Rangi's, taking the win ahead of Marcel Angel. It's Dion Duplessis who will come through to take Class A for the first time as he steps up into Class A. Jonathan du Toit in 2nd place in Class A, 4th overall, and 5th place and Class B's win, Darren Winterboer. Nice to catch up with Del Penny though, on his welcome return.
It's been amazing. Hey? We left on Wednesday and we've had trouble until this morning, and we've had 2 perfect races. They were a bit long for me coming back from a break. 15 laps is pretty good. But we're getting there. Give us a few more months and we might be competing.